Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, John here, and today I'm joined with
Matt Thomas Marsha from RAMBOMANIA on Studio Redband.
And today we're going to bullshit around, get into some movie news, but before we get to that, I want to talk about you first. Kind of fill people in on what's going on with you lately, who you've talked to. I know that we've done quite a few videos and stuff, and just to, again, fill people in on what's going on and with your channel, so what's happening?
Well, thank you. There's a lot going on. It's just so much going on. As the saying goes, so much in so little time. I recently sent out my requests to have guest stars on the show. Usually when I send out requests for booking, I'll get like maybe 2 out of 10 back, and this time I got pretty much almost... I sent out way more this time, and I got back way more people. I think over the summer, we kicked it off today actually with Patrick Stack from First Blood, and then Mr. Stephen Chang from First Blood will be returning. I'm not sure how we're going to do his just yet, because he wants to dress up, because he wants to not only do a thing for the show, but he wants to do a thing for a documentary that we're putting together. So I think he might be actually in uniform. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but he'll be here. And Mr. Morrell signed on to return to the show for the drop of the Rambo sequel novelization, Rambo of the Apes, which is coming out, that has like a ton of extra never before seen Ramboing, like a ton of Rambo 2 that no one ever even knew about. The last time I interviewed him, we went on at great lengths about some of those extra things, as well as a lot of the extra things, mind-blowing extra things, that are going to be in the 2017 release of Rambo of Arabia. So he's got a whole new Rambo trilogy coming out. So it's pretty intense. I sent a request for Mrs. Julia Nixon to maybe return, because last time she wrote in, she didn't have time to do an actual interview. So I'm still waiting for her. But Mr. Matt Martin, who wrote into the show, I think he was the first Rambo franchise star I got. He's coming on the show to talk about all the behind the scenes from Rambo 4, the alternate ending with Schoolboy taking over for Rambo, just a ton of stuff. And I can't wait to ask him the questions from Rambo Rat for Life regarding the truck explosion and a couple of other things like that. I actually asked Patrick today about if he knew any of that inside stuff. Unfortunately, he didn't, but he still gave us a really great response. So I can't wait to upload that and share it with everybody. We are in talks with the agents for Sly. I don't know.
Insane.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to play out yet. I don't know. Like, I'm probably going to announce it when I have a date. So if I get a date, I'll announce it then.
Wow.
Yeah, it just blew me away. I wasn't expecting it. It's like whenever I talk to these guys, I get like a giddy little schoolgirl, because they're my heroes growing up. So it's hard. It's really I'm really blessed, I would say, to have the opportunity to talk to some of these people. In the pipeline, we're working on Chris Mulkey from First Blood, and we're working on Brian Dennehy from First Blood.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, that's really cool. People watch the next show, the one with Pat Stack. He goes into mentioning a little bit about, because he brought it up to Chris Mulkey before, about doing the show, and I know that Chris was touring, so he was pretty busy. Same with Jake Labatz from Rambo 4. I had talked to him, and he said that when touring cleared up, he would be more susceptible to coming on. And Brian Dennehy, it just so happens he lives near my girlfriend's sister, so might have a shot at doing a face-to-face interview with him in the cards, which I really hope, because the body of work on that man is just so great, you know. It would be a dream come true to talk to him. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Susan Hubley, she wants, the ex-wife of Kurt Russell. For people who don't know, she was in John Carpenter's Escape from New York. She should be making an appearance probably late summer, near the fall. Just a bunch. Still working on Kane Roberts, the Rambo of rock and roll from Alice Cooper. Damn. This is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah.
I think I heard myself in the back. Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, so I put together a playlist finally, because a lot of people were asking me where they can find the videos, and usually when I put videos on my page, I put a lot of videos at a time, so the interviews and everything kind of get lost. You know, I got almost 800 videos, I guess, including this one. Or, yeah, at like today's recordings. I still got 40 to 60 in the can that I'm working on finishing. But, yeah, like, the interviews just get lost in there. So, as a favor, I just thought I'd make it easier for everybody, and I put together, like, a playlist of the people who I've talked to so far. And there's just some great behind-the-scenes stories, and not just Sly stories, but just great stories in general of working with other actors and other directors. And, you know, I got David Carradine stories that completely blew me away when I heard them. I got Bruce Lee stories that blew my mind, you know, and it's just, wow, like, it's just crazy to think that, like, you know, no one's ever heard this stuff before. So it's cool to get it out there. You know, it's cool to be able to talk to people, and like, people can write in their questions to me, and I can give it to the stars, and then the stars answer the questions for the people. I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
I think you're right, though.
Yeah.
Yo. Mr. Deeds.
Yeah. D-terrific.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna come back.
The ghost of the machine.
Back.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound weird.
But yeah, just some really great stuff coming up. Just wow. It's so much stuff that I've been like. I'm still trying to catch up from last May to this May. Like I'm still like, but I hope I can reach the point where May comes and at least I'm back to where I was supposed to be, just because there's just so much, like I get a lot of requests and a lot of stuff that, you know, just to cover in the news that I haven't even covered. So it's really cool, because, you know, it's just wow. I'm still flabbergasted. As you can tell, I'm still flabbergasted, because today has been just crazy so far. So
that's very cool, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I owe a lot of it to you guys. Like, you guys were a really big inspiration for me to start doing this. Like, what really made me believe that I could do this was listening to you guys, you know. That Cobra video and just a bunch of really great stuff you guys got out there. And it's really cool, like, to see how these franchises form so many friendships all over the world. It's just awesome. It's really, really awesome. So thank you. I feel really, really fortunate.
Oh man, it's cool to hear about all these stories and stuff.
Hmm.
And it's mind blowing that you're able to get all these guys from the past and the Rambo films.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sometimes hard 'cause I'm still trying to learn. Like every time I talk to someone, the Skype acts differently, you know. So, like the first time I had Patrick on, I couldn't really. It was cutting out, so I kind of had to record from the laptop and not from the usual TV speakers, which I usually use. So it was hard because then I had to like go back and cut out my vocal and like try to match up the the sound peaks between both parties, and it gets pretty hard sometimes, but yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
That's so cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, so if you want to, I guess we could talk about movie news and stuff because there's definitely a lot, and a lot has happened
Hmm.
in the past, week. And I just, kind of, share thoughts back and forth, get your reaction on some of the stuff
Yeah.
that's been happening. For example, I know someone asked me about the Star Wars Rogue One trailer, and someone asked my thoughts on that. At first, I wasn't going to talk about it. I did see the trailer, and honestly, it just didn't do anything for me.
Hmm.
I know this is J.J. Abrams is not directing. I think it's some guy. What's his name? Ryan Johnson,
Okay.
I believe. I want to make sure now.
Yeah, it didn't do that very much for me either. It almost looked like a fan film
It's
in a way.
excuse me, Gareth Edwards.
Gareth Edwards.
Yeah, same guy directed Godzilla back in 2014.
I felt like a lot of it kind of reminded me of a fan movie. Not this. There's anything wrong with fan movies. I love fan films. I really like them. Part of me is intrigued. I know I'm gonna probably end up seeing it just because my girlfriend's a huge Star Wars fan. So, yeah, I'll probably end up seeing it anyway. But for me, it was a I'll wait for DVD kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, now it seems like, for those who didn't like the trailer, now it's turned into another sex thing again. I'm like, are we really going there again? I mean, with the Force Awakens and such.
Yeah, I have a cool Force Awakens story if you want to hear it.
Oh, what's that?
My girlfriend and I were like, we gotta get out of town, just clear our heads and stuff. So we went down to Colchester to this place called the Starlight Inn. Fascinating place. If anyone's ever in Vermont, go check this place out. You'll love it. It's a drive-in movie theater with a hotel connected to it, but it's like a 1950s era kind of motel. It's pretty sweet. It's we got to stay in like the Julia Roberts suite and all that. So we had a great night. But when we got our reservation, they gave us free entry to the drive-in, and it was really cheap. So we went. We got to watch Batman vs Superman, Zootopia, and Star Wars.